Everyone, so I'm going to do a super cute, quick and easy Easter bunny card. So I have quickly drawn this out. I'm on a little bit of Bockingford and then I can attach that to the front of any card. I have taped a nice border around the edge, so I'm going to get a nice border, and I've left it bigger at the top so that I can write Happy Easter after. So you've got one circle here. Now to do a circle, do lots and lots of circles and choose the best one. You've got a little circle for a tail and a bigger circle which overlaps here for the head. Then you're going to take two lines going outwards, getting wider that way, two lines that way. Then you're going to take a line down and a line down to a point, a line down and a line down to a point, and that's going to give us our basic bunny shape. So it's going to be lovely and loose, nice and quick. I've got a couple of little bits that I'm going to use. If you don't have these, you can improvise. It's no problem at all. So we're going to come on. This is a round number 10 with a little bit of water. And we're basically going to come around the bunny. We've done this nice border with the tape, so we're going to get a little bit of benefit from that. And then you can choose whatever colour you want to choose. I am choosing cerulean blue. It's a nice Easter colour. So I'm coming on. This paper's actually smooth, so there's not going to be much texture appearing, but it's nice for this card. And you are coming around the outside edge of the bunny. So you can come up to your pencil lines. Come all the way around. Doesn't matter about the grass. I'm going to put some grass in later. You're just going to come all the way up to your pencil lines. Got that little bit of water on there. That's going to give us a nice bunny shape. If I swap down to my long thin brush, which is a rigger, and then take a little bit of that blue again, I'm just going to do this. So I'm bringing in some lines into the bunny, and that's going to give a little bit of fluffiness. So we're making this a fluffy bunny. Not around the ears, just around the body and the bottom part of the head. Now, if it looks like it's slightly drying, then I just want you to take a little bit more paint, not too much water, and just spread that through at that edge. Too much water and it'll blend and watermark, but a little bit and it'll just come together. Okay, so at this point now, you could take some bits of sap green on, or some sort of green for the grasses. What I'm going to show you is some brush show. This is a nifty tip. I've got a drawing pin in my brush show, and this is moss green. I'm going to pop some at the bottom. It's like a powder, and it forms into lovely different colours. So this is moss green brush show. It's very vibrant. I'm going to take some water onto my rigger, and then I'm just going to come through some of it. So this is going to create my lovely varied grasses. Now what you will notice is some of this is a bit purple, some of it is a bit green. It's a lovely combination of powder, and I don't want to move lots of it. I want some of it to stay in powder form, just doing a bit of texture. So you can come over a little bit over your bunny. A little bit more water just towards the bottom, just to spread it this little bit around, just so that I've got a base for the bunny. It's really interesting stuff. Some of the colours are far too vibrant for my liking, but this colour I do really like. And it's nice and easy to use. Okay, I want a little bit of a grey now, and I've got this mix here. I'm going to tell you how I made that mix. This is my round number 6, ultramarine blue and burnt umber. And I want this to be fairly watery. I don't want a dark bunny. And what I'm going to do is come onto the bunny dry. So I'm going to come around the tail. So I've got that fluffiness appearing there. And then I'm going to keep the grey dabbing on with my round number 6 to one side. I'm going to come all the way up. Dab, 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 dab. You can have a few little dabs around the neck area, a few little dabs around the bum area. So it's giving a really nice shadow. Then I'm going to pop a few strokes. I'm going to leave a little bit of a highlight on each ear. Rinse my brush off. I'm going to come into a bit of rose. I'm going to take a little bit of rose underneath. This is something you could do with the kids. Make a really cute Easter card. And I'm also going to take a little bit of rose into the bunny's tail. You can have a few random dabs of rose. Around and about. So I'm still watching this and seeing what it's doing. If you want to take a little bit of green in to make it a bit fresher, you can do. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the sap green in. So I'm just stroking it through with my round number 6. I'm very aware that some of you won't even have this brush show, so you'll be doing this anyway with the sap green. It's really cute and sweet. So we've already got a cute little bunny appearing there. Okay, I'm going to dry that one off. Okay, so that's nicely dry and I've taken the tape off. So often the most effective illustrations are the loosest ones you can do. So I have now got a black drawing pen and I'm just going to outline little bits. So I'm going to concentrate on doing the dark side of everything. So I'm going to do a little bit underneath, so little wiggles. I'm not going to outline the whole thing. So I've done underneath the tail of it, a few little directional strokes, a few little directional strokes here. I can do a little bit there. So a little bit on each ear. A little bit here, a little bit of a tuft. So we're doing, it's an approach of less is more. The less you do, the more effective it'll be. So I'm going to come down this side with a little bit. So we've got this darker side, but leave that other side lighter. I'm just going to come around this ear, I think, to help that stand out a little bit more. And that bit there. Put a little bit there and there. So constantly thinking less is more. I'm going to do a few little strokes within the grasses. Again, not doing every single one, but just a few. And in fact, we can put a little daisy just in here. Something a little bit different. In fact, it's always nice to sign your work as well. So I'm going to pop a little bit of ink around the corners like that. So it's looking really pretty now. And then I want to write Happy Easter. So I tend to write the letter and then curve at the end. So write the letter, curve at the end. You've either got to do it precise or be quirky. So if you change the sizing of each letter, that's quirky and it works. Make sure you leave enough room to get it in nicely as well. So we've got a lovely Happy Easter there. You can pop another little daisy in. And if I grab my round number 6, I can just pop in a yellow centre on each of those daisies. So this now can be popped onto the front of an Easter card, nice and easy, a really beautiful and effective illustration.